how did you get started doing what you do? And what exactly is it that you do? Um, so I just wanted to answer that really quickly. What I do is actually run a really solid digital marketing agency in San Antonio. Now, I say digital marketing agency, it's kind of like a buzzword of sorts for right now, but I've really been doing this for a long time. Actually, I started by building websites back in 1997. So do the math on that. We're at the end of 2019. So over 22 years of building websites. And that's how it all started. First client, if you want to call him that, was Justin Bannerman, my buddy who at the time had just taken ownership of Anacortes Cyclery. I saw some trends coming on. I bought this really thick book. I took it on a plane with me to learn about front page. Now, anybody who's been around this industry for a long time knows front page is so long ago and so old. But I just wanted to seem like I knew what the heck I was talking about, and opened up the book, and all it was a bunch of code and HTML and stuff that now I fully understand what I was looking at. At the time, it made absolutely no sense to me. So when people talk, to others in this industry, in this business, when there's a lot of vernacular and a lot of code talk being used, it's not on purpose. It's really on accident, because it's just a language. It's a different language than what the rest of us speak on a normal basis. So, yeah, so I was on this plane with this 10-pound book, or 5 pound, I don't know. It was a big book, learning all about this internet coding stuff. And what really got me started was I had this job that I was horrible at, but they paid me to be online. And rather than do my job, I found a website, a self-builder thing. I think it was called Homestead. I mean, these are back in the era of pre-AOL, and I mean, all of these antique websites and search engines and all of that. So Homestead was this builder. Now, I also referee volleyball, for those who don't know, and at the time I was building a directory of all these clubs around the country and all the regions, and just building this thing out. Well, I came across another site called WebMonkey. Now, WebMonkey taught how to use this code that I thought I was learning. And I remember the very first thing I wanted to do was make some letters red. So I saw the code on the WebMonkey, and it said, if you do this code, these letters will be red. So I went on to Homestead, wrote the code the way they said to, and sure enough, the letters turned red. And right then I was hooked. Now I knew I could build websites. Well, I really couldn't, but I thought I could. I could at least do some real basic coding. I could make letters red or blue or whatever color. I knew how to make letters different colors. So I went to Justin. I said, hey, this internet thing's going to explode. Let me build you a website. We did a little trade. I think I did like $300 in trade or something like that. It was not very much money in value, but hey, I didn't know what the heck I was doing either. I just knew you needed to have this website. So that's what happened. Fast forward a few years, I did lots more websites. I learned more code, did a lot of hard coding, hand coding stuff. There were no such thing as templates. We kind of had to build all of that on our own. There was no WordPress. There was no Joomla. There weren't any platforms out there. We had to build most of this stuff from scratch. So that's what I did. 2004 comes along. I started this company, Focused Idea, which is my company. It's been around for 15 years now. Yeah, 15 years. The older you get, the slower the math, I guess. And kept building more websites. And as I did that, I was learning search engine optimization. It was still in the early stages, and I started ranking really well in San Antonio. Now, to give perspective, San Antonio has little 1.7 million people, somewhere in there, 1.4, I don't know. A lot of people. Seventh largest city in the country. And I was ranking at the top for web design in San Antonio. Well, clients would find me, I'd build out their sites, and they'd say, hey, can you get us to the top of search engines? I couldn't promise anything, but I tried, and I did with some of them, and started doing some SEO. Well, they wanted to pay me, so I took their money and I learned more, took some classes, read some books, took some more online courses, all of that stuff. Next thing coming along is this whole pay-per-click Google AdWords, still around. I was trying to remember if they had a different name at the time, because all of these things have changed names, but most of them have really been the same thing over and over and over. So learned Google AdWords, learned how to place ads on Google, made some more money that way, got some more clients that way. Clients wanted to know if I could do that for them. Of course, the answer is always yes, kind of like Bill Gates. IBM said, we need this operating system, can you build it? He said, of course I can, and well, he didn't even own it. We all know the story. He went and bought it from some dude downtown Seattle for, a few $10,000. I think 50,000 or 30,000, not very much, and turned that into Microsoft. My story is not Microsoft, but same concept. Yes, I can get it done, I'll figure it out. So just went ahead and did that for a little while. Build up a client base, did some pretty big clients here in San Antonio. Got onto LinkedIn in its infancy, probably within the first year of LinkedIn. Learned how to do that, got more clients there. So just been playing, doing this internet game for a while. It's 2019, so I've been playing for over 20 years. And what's really cool, I think, right now about 2019 and the future of the internet and digital marketing and search and Google and DuckDuckGo and Yahoo and Bing and all those. What's really cool is it's changing constantly. It's changing again. We no longer type for a search. We don't look for plumber in San Antonio or roofer in Washington or roofer in Anacortes, to give a little tribute out to my dad. We don't do that. We talk into our phone and say, hey, find me a roofer close to me or near me. That's one of the most common phrases now in search is near me. So that's actually the direction things are going, is voice search and AI. If your business right now isn't using voice or AI, you need to step up for 2020, because that is going to be, those two things, those are going to be key in the advancement of your business online for sure. So my goal for the future focused idea, really, I just want to help as many companies as possible move forward and build their business through the internet. I can't build it offline, but I can help build it online and bring clients that way and help you with your marketing and do some consulting and show you what should be done or could be done, or how you could do it yourself, or how my company can do it for you, or some other company. I don't care if you use us or not. That's not true. I do care if you use us, but if you don't, I still want to get you the right information. I'm cool with that. So that's really the goal, is to just help companies navigate this future and horizon of what digital marketing is going to become, because it's not going to all be internet necessarily. Most of it now is on the phone. So if you're not moving your marketing and your presence to something that can be used on phones, you're already behind. Which brings up another point. If you do work with somebody else, even somebody who's been around for as long as I have, which makes me sound old, but 20 years in the internet business is old. If they say, well, we've always done it this way, or this is a proven technique or something like that, find somebody else, because proven techniques and how we've always done it before, those methods don't work anymore. Well, let me take that back. I won't say they don't work anymore, because they do. Old stuff still works. but it's not as effective, and you're not going to get the same results you would have got in the past. Yeah, you can still do hand coding HTML and all of that stuff, and you can still build a website, but why would you do that when you've got WordPress? You've already got a platform. So yeah, just because it's always been done that way doesn't mean that's how you should continue doing it. Moving into 2020, things are going to change. So if you've got a website you've even had built in the last couple of years, you might want to get with somebody to move it to the future, because 3 or 4 years ago we weren't even talking about voice search. We didn't know what that was. There wasn't really it wasn't really around so much. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste any more time or waste your time just listening to me ramble. So want to say thanks for listening. If there's anything you want to know about digital marketing or the internet or your business specifically, how to use the internet or voice search or AI or any of that stuff, drop me a comment down below or to the side or wherever you happen to find this video. I'll do my best to get you a good answer. I've got a team of people. It's not just me. I've actually got 22 people that work in Focused Idea, so we can find the answer. I can find the answer through one of them for sure. So just leave a message, and I'll do my best to help you out. So want to take a second to thank you for joining me, and look forward to chatting with you again in the future. Have a great day for the rest of it.